Welcome to Timberwolf Treasures. Welcome to Timberwolf Treasures. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Timberwolf Treasures. My name's Colleen and we're going to be doing a couple necklaces for today. We're going to do the charms that are going to go on a necklace. Thank you very much for stopping by. We're going to start by using some Let's Resin. This is my go-to UV resin. It's great stuff. And today's going to be a little bit of an experiment. I got some gemstones. They're quite pretty. I got them off of Temu, so Chlorite. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what it's stamped on it. It's a nice combinations of greens and pinks, and I think it's going to turn out really well. But what I want to do today is, I've watched lots of different videos, and some people are like, you have to put black behind everything. You have to put white. You don't put anything. Well, I always like to have some color on the back for it to pop through in between the stones. But I'm going to do a little test today. Let's find out if the black, and I have a little bit of UV resin that's already colored black. Hoping I have enough to fill up. If not, I'll have to top up there. And then I've got my Good Take mica powder that'll make the white for the background. So it's going to be a fairly easy experiment today. It's just I'd like to know what is going to make the colors pop out better. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm just putting my gloves on. Don't like to get all sticky and get resin on myself. No one likes that. And there we go. Okay, so I'm also going to be using my Let's Resin curing. It's just going to be off to the side here while I'm working on other layers. So one thing that I do is I always start with a clear base, which will be the top of the necklace. It's just going to give it a nice smooth surface. Okay, so let's see which ones we're going to do today. I think I want to make this nice round one. And how about the square one? I think that'll be good too. They'll be big enough that we can actually see, but not too big that... Now we have to make sure there's no little bubbles stuck in there anywhere, so I just like to go all the way around with my little tool here. I always have a baby wipe nearby just to keep everything from getting sticky. Then we have just a long neck torch to blow up, no, not quite, to burst any of the bubbles. Okay, so this isn't going to take long. So I'm going to put this over here so the two bases can get a curing on them, because we want a smooth finish on the top. That's my preference. So like I usually do, the next layer is going to be the gemstones, but I always put them in a little UV resin so they work out better. I always like it that they're all incorporated. I find, and you might be different, but I find that if you put it in with some UV resin, there's going to be less bubbles. And the last thing you do your best to try to get rid of the bubbles, so you don't want to purposely put bubbles in there. So you could see here, they are all sorts of nice little colors. So I'm just going to mix it in there. And I got lots more, and I think I spent a couple dollars on that. It was actually very reasonable. And then just mix it all in. And then if we need more to fill the second one, well then we'll just dump a little bit more in. Okay, let's have a look here. Not quite. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by today. Why don't you drop a little note? Let me know where you're from. Personally, I'm from Canada. I'm very proud to be Canadian, but I find no problems with anyone being proud of where they're from. Drop a line, let me know. I think it'd be pretty cool to find out where everybody's actually coming from. Okay, so that should be cured. Enough for now, because there will be lots of curings going on. So the next layer is I'm going to put in the rocks. Make sure I put them in the right one. That helps, doesn't it? Okay. So I'm just going to move them around a little bit here, get them where I want them. And then just I'm a little short on some resin in this one. It was a little, let's get that down like that. That looks good. I just want a little bit of area on the top without any stones, just to make sure that the colors pop out. So I'm going to do a little, get rid of any of the bubbles that we may see. I could just see a couple, so I'm just going to pop them. Get that back where I wanted it to be. And there we go. Okay. Now I'm going to put that underneath to cure for 2 minutes. And while we do that, oh, I've already got one going, I might as well use it. Silly lady. Okay. So I want to get enough background of the white to cover one of them. And it's very easy using mica powder. You can use resin inks. You can use, some people use alcohol inks. You have to be very sparingly and very cautious when you're using alcohol inks with UV resin. I did one as an experiment. You can stop by and have a look. It worked, but I did not use much alcohol ink. For doing something like this, for a full background, I would go to the dyes or the mica powder. Now, I want a nice white, so I'm going to put a little bit in there. Whoops. I want to drop it. And then let's put that in there like that. And let's give it a good stir. I am making some bubbles in there. Don't tend to do that, but it'll be sitting on the side for a minute or so, so it'll have time to get all the bubbles out. Just making sure it's a nice color that I'm looking for. I think that is, because it's white, but it's got like a shimmer to it, which is very pretty. You can always, if you want a little extra shimmer, you could put some sparkles in it. But today we're going white against black, so the sparkles don't quite work in. But I do use it in some of my other items. Let's have a look here. Yeah, looks like it's coming pretty good. Coming good, I think. So I'm hoping I have enough black in here that I don't have to make another one. But if I have to, I have to. Let's have a look. This is a very rich black. I bought it as a tester to see how the pre-colored ones are. I am quite happy with it. It does have a chemical smell to it. I will say that. but other than a little bit more than the regular UV, I can smell a little difference, but nothing too major. And now let's get the white in here. I'm hoping both of them turn out well, and then they can both go on my craft table. If I don't like them, or I will admit, my mom does end up with a lot of them, because we had some amazing news last week. Well, the week that just went through, Mom is officially cancer-free. How cool is that? That was a very, very stressful couple of years. But anyone out there going through struggles, I understand. It's been a very, very stressful couple of years. And I wish everyone nothing but the best. Okay, time to do some curing. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put you just on hold. I'll be right back when the curing's done. Welcome back. I didn't want to make you sit there and wait for the curing to happen. What I did do is I did 3 minutes on this side, and then I flipped it over and did it through on this side to make sure both sides are fully cured. So I've got both of them ready to go. We'll see how this will be interesting to see which one makes the color pop, or which color people like better. Okay, a little pour over there, no problem. So the first one, let's start with white. Okay, you ready? Let's have a look here. That really brings out the green. You can see that. That is quite pretty. Okay, I like that. What do you guys think? If you were walking down a craft fair and you saw that with a nice bale and a necklace, would you stop and check it out? I hope so. I hope so. Okay, now it's time for the black. Let's have a look here. Cured very nicely. And let's check that out. And here's the black. Maybe I should move it up closer, see if you can see them. Ooh, those are some big pictures. So what do you think? The black or the white? Drop a comment, let me know which one you'd wear, which one would catch your eye. I'm going to put some bales on it, take some snapshots, put it at the end of the video. This time I'd like to ask everyone to like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment, tell me if you think these are in the direction of something you would buy if you were at a craft market. I'm starting to get ready for the Christmas markets. I actually got my first application sent to me as a returning vendor from last couple years, so time to start thinking. I'm always doing crafting all year round, but just kind of want to see, which one do you like? Which one would you say, you know what, I like that, I would buy it as a present, I would wear it myself? Let me know. Thank you very much for stopping by. Once again, greetings from Canada, and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Well, the show is over, the day is done. Hope you found a little treasure, had some fun. Thank you for watching from all of us here at Timberwolf Treasure.